Hi there, this is Phil Simborg. I'm one of the partners of the Backgammon Learning Center, where we have 15 teachers standing by in 7 languages, 8 languages actually, I believe, all over the world. I personally been teaching for over 20 years, and I have had over 300 students and lectured all over the world. And I'm starting a new venture with Mochi, the #1 player in the world. We're doing some boot camps together where we're going to have to start with 1-day sessions before major tournaments, intensive training. And Mochi, Michi, myself, Falafel will be joining us from time to time. Dennis Culpepper, Ben Friesen, some very, very top teachers. Should be very exciting. What we're going to be stressing at these boot camps is, of course, we're going to make them very individual and working with individual students on their specific needs. We'll find this out from a pre-evaluation test and from our own survey, asking them where they feel they need help in work, and we'll concentrate on that. But one of the takeaways is going to be how to improve your game. And the best way to improve your game, whether it be backgammon, tennis, ping pong, chess, you name it, every book in the world that's ever been written about how experts and how top people in the field have achieved it will tell you that the key is deliberate practice. Deliberate practice, they used to say it would take 10,000 hours. I know some people who've done it more quickly now because of computers, and what you're looking at right here is Extreme Gammon, a computer program that I helped market and helped beta test and got involved in the inception, and it is now considered to be better than any human being. And it really is. Not in every single kind of position, not all the time, but overall, human beings are not as good. We've conquered it. The computer has conquered it. So I use the computer for my deliberate practice, and I'm going to give you a good sample of deliberate practice. This is a position where red is on roll, thinking about doubling, and I missed this double. You're supposed to double here. I didn't miss a tremendously high number percentage. It wasn't a terrible mistake, but I wanted to recognize why I missed this double. And it's one thing to just look at the position and say, oh yeah, okay, I can see now that I could make my 5 point, that I might hit this guy out here if I hit an 8, and that I could do some damage here, but I don't want to make close to a 6% error and miss this kind of cube. So how do I learn with deliberate practice what is the right cube action here, and how do I apply that to future cubes in the future that are similar? The way you do this is with deliberate practice, and the best way that I know to use deliberate practice is either with flashcards, where you put various positions that are very close to each other on flashcards and study them, or you can do it electronically as I'm about to do. For example, I know this is a double. What if blue was here and had a chance to escape? What do you think? Do you think this is a double, or did this become better or worse for blue? Well, this actually is better for blue, and now the double is a borderline. It's just right on the edge of whether you would double or not, as you can see. What if blue was all the way up here? Looks like I got a lot more to attack him. I've got 16 numbers that actually make the 5 point on his head. This to me looks like a very strong position, and it looks like I got better because of all the damage I can do here. And I'm right, it is a double. And of course, it's still a take, which may surprise some people. Lots of people, I think, might drop this cube thinking they're going to get clobbered here. So I'm starting to learn about the features of the position by changing the position. Again, big double, big take. Let's go back to the original position. I wonder if this blot of blues, a single checker here that could get hit, how much that helps red's game and how much that matters. A lot of people think this helps blue's game, because if he doesn't get hit, you've got a nice builder. Well, remember, this is the original position where I had a small double and he's got a big take. What if we eliminated this blot? What happens to the position now? Now my double becomes less of a double. It turns out that it helps blue more not to have this blot, because he's not the one on the attack. He's not the one rolling. He's not the one with the initiative. So this blot was a liability for blue. Another factor that I might try, let's see what happens if I have another builder down here in the zone. There's no question that this helps my game. There's no question that red is better now than he was before. Obviously, it's a double. Is it still a take is the question. Does this turn this into a take? Well, it's very, very close. It's still kind of borderline, right on the edge of a take. It says it was 0.004 error if you were to drop the cube. So we'd have to roll this out and do more of an evaluation. What if he were here? Well, again, I saw before that if he has the opportunity to escape, even though I have all those numbers that can point on him and possibly hurt him, the same thing, it's also true that if I roll like a 6-1 or a 6-2 or a 6-3 or a 3-2, all those numbers that I would love to make my 5-point with, he can now escape with a 6. So this is actually much better for blue than being back here. This has to be a big take. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, it's a big take. So I'm learning the features of this position. I'm learning how valuable this extra builder is. I'm getting a feel for how much it matters where this checker is, and now I understand how much this checker affects things. Of course, I can do other variations. If I have a direct shot at that checker and can get up more quickly, there's no question that I have a better position than I had before as red. So I'm sure that I have a double. Is this a take? What do you think? Again, use your best guess and keep guessing and keep hitting the button and you'll find out. I think it's a big take because this checker's up here. I found out the importance of this checker being here. Let's see if I'm right that it's a big take. Yes, it is. It would be what they call a blunder to drop the cube, but it is a double. And what if the checker were stuck back on the ace point? We know this is a double. We know this is worse for blue. Did it get bad enough to where it's a pass? What do you think? Well, I think it's a big pass. And it is a big pass, almost a blunder. A blunder is 8%, but almost a blunder to take. So by playing with the one position where I missed to start with and doing these variations, and this is not an uncommon kind of position, I'm going to have a much better feel for when it's a take and when it's a pass in the future. And if I do this with every kind of mistake I make and every type of position, and believe me, there are a lot of them, but there are some general types of positions that come up a lot, like this one. If you can master it with deliberate practice, your mind is more likely to retrieve the information because this group of positions that I just showed you is now bunched together in your mind and my mind. And when you see a position like this, you will quickly see the features that are going to matter. Where this checker is, where this checker is, how many builders there are down here, what we call in the zone. Is there a blot here? All these factors are going to tell us the cube action and whether it's a double and whether it's a take. So use deliberate practice, and this is how you will master the game. And of course, you need extreme gammon and some basic understanding of the flow of the game by playing and experience. Thanks for watching. Please look at our website, the backgammonlearningcenter.com or BLC boot camps. You will find more information about our boot camps at upcoming major tournaments as well. Thank you.